Okay, so here I am at the box pan and brake, and we're going to get started with our folds. The first thing is you want to make sure that your material is always clamped down. All right, and you're always lining up your fold line between the bending leaf and the clamping leaf. And I have my pencil on that in this picture. You can kind of see that seam right there. That's what we're looking to line everything up with. So the first folds that we're going to make are going to be our hem folds. Okay, so hem folds are basically you're folding the material on top of each other. So for our folder, I'm going to make sure that I always have, all right, my ends are always under a finger for this. So I lift up on the clamping handle, I slide that under, I line up my fold line with that seam. Okay, I line that up, and I can go ahead, clamp that down, make sure my line is good. So I need to be a little bit closer here on this side. That looks good. That side looks good. So I clamp it down, and now I pull up on the bending leaf, and that's going to fold. Now my hem fold, I go all the way up with my hem fold, and then I bring that back down. Okay. Now if it was sheet metal, I would go ahead and close in that fold, but for the manila folder, I can just go ahead and crease that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of glue, some binder clips to keep that held together. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get the other side done. This is also where you really want to make sure you're paying attention to the plans and the order. So your hem folds are always first. So once I get these glued down and the glue dries, I'll come back here to start making our 90-degree folds. So now with our handle, the first thing I want to do are my hem folds. So again, these two outside edges are my hem folds. So just like I did my hem folds for my main base, I'm going to go ahead and do these for my handle as well. Okay, hem folds for my handle are done. So again, I'm gonna, just like I did with my main base, I'm gonna go ahead and glue these down. A little bit of glue, some binder clips to keep it while the glue sets, and then I'll come back and do my 90-degree folds. Okay, so I made my hem folds on the box pan and brake. Now I just want to go ahead and glue those together. I've got a bunch of binder clips here, small binder clips. They don't need to stay on for long. A little bit of glue needs to stay in the binder clips for probably about 5 minutes. Then those can come off. So you shouldn't need too many to do those. Definitely do not store it with the binder clips. So make sure you have enough time left in class to remove those before class is over. So what I want to do is just add a little bead of glue. You don't need much. A little bit goes a long way. It shouldn't squeeze out all over the place. So you can see just a tiny bead of glue. If I put a little bit too much, I would just go ahead, take a little bit off, spread that out just a little bit. The reason you want to use a little bit of glue, I'm just going to spread this out. It'll make drying a lot quicker. So if you use too much glue, it's going to take a lot longer to dry. It's also going to soften the paper up a lot. So go ahead, put that on, and then I usually start from the middle or from that seam and kind of work my way out. So just binder clips, probably about every inch and a half, just to hold everything in place. And you can see it doesn't take that many. I'll probably use maybe about 6 per side, 7 per side, something like that, to hold that while that glue sets up. So I've got one side done. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get the other side. Okay, and that's it. So I just give it about 5 minutes to dry. Then I'll pop those off and head back to the pan and brake to finish up with my folds. And you would just do the same thing for the handle as well.